Started on. All right, so let's just take a look back at the weekly time frame first. The weekly candle is already looking pretty bullish and not extremely bullish. That's what we like to hear, John. I love that expectation. Okay, so the weekly time frame is looking bullish. Remember, our weekly target is into that weekly SIBI up above. That's where we're expecting to go. That's where I want to see us go, is into that weekly SIBI. So we're still looking like we are on pace for that. If we go down to the daily time frame, we already took out previous week high, so we can kind of get rid of that level. All right, so we've already taken out previous week high. We have this swing high. Remember, this was our daily buy side target that we had charted out last week that we still have not taken, that I do want to see us come take. So that would be the next level I want to see us grab. Notice how we formed this daily bullish order block right here with this down close candle on the daily time frame. We tapped back into it, or we tapped into it last night, and then we got a strong bounce off of it this morning. So great support level here. We are still looking extremely bullish. I would want to see us come up to previous day high right here. We can actually use, so previous day high is right here. That's where I'd want to see us come. That liquidity level I'd want to see us grab is previous day high. Not previous day low like yesterday. Even though we did end up pumping after taking out previous day low, today I just want to see us go for previous day high and up for buy side, our daily buy side target at that next swing high. So looking at the 4 hour, you can see we've still kind of been in this 4 hour choppy range, but we were still able to see some good price action yesterday, even with this 4 hour choppy range. So we don't really have any imbalances or anything around here on the 4 hour time frame, except for down here, right? We've seen this 4 hour busy has been holding us up for a while now. Every time we've traded into that 4 hour busy, we've gotten a good reaction just like yesterday. That's what we based a lot of our trade off of yesterday when we caught that 800 tick move, was because of this 4 hour busy was one of the main reasons we ended up taking that trade. And there's a few other confluences in that trade as well, but that was one of the reasons. So this is acting as a lot of support there. If we go down to, or we can even look on the 4 hour, let's see, we have that swing high right here, remember? And then we have a swing high up here. This is going just into that 4 hour or into that weekly SIBI. So we have liquidity leading right into that weekly SIBI. So just more confluence that we are trying to head up for that level. Okay, if we go down to the 1 hour time frame here, let's look at the 1 hour. Excuse all of these lines and stuff. This is from our trade yesterday. I had a bunch of different levels charted out there. So I'll delete some of those later. But anyways, looking at the hourly time frame. All right, what do we have, guys? What do I talk about every single day going into market open is our hourly range and our hourly fair value gaps. Notice how we have this hourly SIBI right above us. 1 hour SIBI. And we have a 1 hour busy right below us. Okay, so now we are in between a 1 hour SIBI. Whoa, that was weird. A 1 hour SIBI and a 1 hour busy. Okay, and then we have our hourly range where we have equal highs up here. We have another swing high up here. So more external buy side liquidity up top. And then we have an hourly swing low down here. So that's our hourly range going into market open. You guys know what I like to see is manipulation into a fair value gap and then a reversal. So we've seen that happen plenty of times recently. I love that we displaced this previous hourly fair value gap here in the past few hours. We left behind a fair value gap here, creating a BPR right, in this level on the hourly time frame. So if we are going to see manipulation in market open, where would I want to see us go, guys? I'd want to see us go into this hourly busy right here and then see a reversal back up to buy side. So that's what I'm looking at here on the hourly time frame. Hourly looks, still not super amazing, but it looks better than it did on Monday and a few days ago. It definitely looks a lot better. So what we're going to have to see is for us to trade into the hourly busy if we do see a strong drop in market open, and then us reverse back up and run through this hourly SIBI up to buy side liquidity, eventually up to previous day high with those equal highs up there. That's what I want to see happen. But we can even break it down further, and we can see what are these levels we are looking at here. What is this level right here? This was formed at 3 a.m., so that means that's our London low right there. So we're going to chart that out as London low. Remember, London session 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Eastern. So that's London low. Okay, so it looks like that means Asia low has already been swept. Looks like our Asia low was right here around 11 p.m. That's already been swept. Let's see what this level up here is. That is actually our Asia high up here. So this one has not been mitigated because it was formed at 7 p.m. right here. So 7 p.m. to midnight Eastern is our Asia session. So that's going to be our Asia high up there. All right, and let's see, London high has definitely already been swept. Looks like our London high was somewhere around here, actually. So yeah, London high has already been swept. Asia high has already been, or has not been swept, but Asia low has. So all we have left, this is kind of like yesterday, is we have Asia high and London low. That's exactly how we had yesterday. We had Asia high and London low left going into New York open. And we manipulated down super aggressively, and then we ended up having a strong bounce back up to buy side, and we were able to catch those longs for a huge trade. Yes, Mike, so those are the kill zones. So Asia kill zone is 7 p.m. Eastern to midnight Eastern, and then London kill zone is 2 a.m. Eastern to 5 a.m. Eastern. Right? Because the London session is still technically going right now, and it does not close until 11:30 Eastern. But that would be the kill zone for the London session. That's why I chart out those highs and lows during those times. That makes sense. Okay, so just kind of looking at the 15-minute here. We do have that 15-minute busy overlapping the 1 hour busy here. We do have a 15-minute civvy overlapping the 1 hour civvy here. So very strong levels at both the highs up here and the lows down here. And then we can kind of look at some of our swing highs, swing lows. If we notice on the 15-minute time frame, same high up here at Asia high. We don't really have any other swing highs that are different than our external highs. So those are going to be the same highs we're targeting. And then if we look at some swing lows, we're going to see we have a swing low down here on the 15. I'm not expecting price to come all the way back down for these lows down here, but we have seen that happen a few times previously. We have definitely seen that happen a few times recently where we saw a strong drop, taking out London low, taking out a lot of our previous internal lows, and then seeing the reversal. So I wouldn't be surprised, but that's not really my expectation going into the day. I would want to see us just trade into this hourly and grab a little bit of sell side liquidity here before we see that pump. Yes, so kill zone hours for Asia session is 7 p.m. to midnight Eastern. And then for London session is 2 a.m. to 5 a.m. Eastern. Those are going to be our kill zones for Asia and London session. Hey, what's up, Alex? Let's get it. Okay, guys, so that's what I'm looking at here on NQ. So my bias is still extremely bullish right now. My bias has been bullish for the past few weeks, and I'm still expecting a continuation because I still want to see NQ come take out some buy side liquidity above. But we do have some news coming out today. So let's check on what our news is. We have two orange folder events. One's at 10 a.m. new home sales. One is at 10:30 a.m. crude oil inventories. And then we have an FOMC member speaking later in the day. I'm not worried about that. So again, I kind of like when we have orange folder news events because the volatility isn't anything crazy, but it gives us enough volume in the market to see, a pretty solid move, which I like to see. I don't like when it's extremely volatile with, a bunch of red folder news, but orange folder is kind of the sweet spot. So I do really like when orange folder news is released. Usually gives us a pretty good setup. Let's just look over here on ES real quick. Look how bullish ES is starting to turn right now. Look at that long wick bouncing off the daily order block there. We're almost at all-time highs again. Previous week high over here on ES is actually all-time highs for ES. So the one issue with this is we might see some big SMT divergence at the highs. If ES sweeps that all-time high and NQ still stays all the way down here because we are a long ways from all-time highs on NQ, well, then we could see a reaction back to sell side. So we got to be aware of that. If we go down to the 4-hour time frame, kind of similar things. Not really any imbalances or anything to look at except for the one down here. We can go down to the hourly here. Move down to the hourly time frame. You can see we've already almost inversed this hourly SIBI. So that gives me a lot of conviction that NQ could go and do the same exact thing. We have that hourly busy below. So we have that 1 hour busy below us. So definitely a little bit of divergence here, but we've been seeing divergence back and forth between these indices for the past few weeks. And really what's been helpful is when we see those divergences on higher time frames, we have actually been able to spot reversals pretty clean. Like yesterday, we had a higher time frame SMT divergence at the lows. We traded into a 4 hour busy. We had a reversal pattern. So we had all these convictions that allowed us to get in that trade yesterday after waiting a while to catch that trade. So again, we will be paying attention to that SMT if we get it at the highs. We have that 4 hour swing high up here. So buy side liquidity above on ES. Guys, the market does open in just about a minute. You guys know me, I like to be patient. I probably will not take any trades until after the first 5-10 minutes of market open, so not really in a rush. I'm just looking on the 15-minute over here. Not too much buy side besides that swing high and our all-time highs. We do have that same 15-minute imbalance below. So we'll just be keeping an eye on ES as we go throughout the day. And then obviously we'll also be keeping an eye on the VIX and on YM just as extra confluence for our trades on NQ. But yeah, guys, that is what I am looking at today. Like I said before, very bullish bias today. But if we go down all the way to the 1 minute time frame, if we see a nice manipulation move, we have accumulation right now. I would love to see a nice manipulation move down to sell side, grab some sell side liquidity, and get a power of 3 here. That's what I would like to see here at market open. Come down and grab some sell side liquidity, get that manipulation leg down, come down to this low here. Possibly come down to this low, and maybe even these equal lows down here. Trade into that hourly. All right, we have a lot of sell side. If we're given the opportunity, we might even be able to take a short scalp down to these lows. We'll see if we're given the opportunity. Sometimes it happens pretty quick before we can even, find a good trade entry. Price is already pretty volatile. So we're really just going to have to stay patient here, give the market some time, to make its move. So we already have SMT at the highs here. We already have some SMT divergence at the highs, but strong market open right now. Very strong market open here. Let's see if we're going to get continuation to buy side, if we're going to already give us an opportunity to get in the longs right off market open, or if this is just going to be a fake out move and we're going to go down and grab some sell side. I would expect, yeah, wow, ES did just take all-time highs. Okay, so that was a very aggressive market open there. ES already grabbed all-time highs. And NQ is still inside of this hourly civvy. Again, I still have bullish bias right now. I still have bullish bias even with this overall SMT because I do want to see NQ go reach those highs. But if we see a strong reversal, we might have to kind of change our plan, change our idea. But this is probably the strongest market open we've seen in a while. This is definitely the strongest market open we've seen in a while. Definitely for the past few weeks. We've been seeing some really weak market opens recently. So this is very strong. It's in alignment with our bias. But let's say even if we did want to get an entry here at market open, there wouldn't have really been an opportunity, according to my strategy and my plan, to even take an entry here. So again, I'm good with sitting on the sideline, giving this market some time to kind of cool down and really just show us an opportunity, an A+ setup, and then we'll look to get involved. All right, we just stay patient every single day with the same exact mindset. You got to have some kind of consistency in this market. So we stay with that consistency. All right, so we have this 1 minute busy both on ES and NQ. Let's see if we're going to tap into it on NQ as well. We just tapped into it on ES. So we have this 1 minute busy here. And then we have this 1 minute busy below on NQ as well. So I do want to see if we're going to get a strong reaction off that level. If we're going to continue with this bullish order flow. Again, I would have expected, before breaking out like this, I would have expected us to come down and grab a bunch of sell side. But notice that we did leave some equal lows down here. We left some equal lows here. We have some lows here and some equal lows here. So we do have a lot of sell side. That price could come right back for, especially after seeing some SMT at the highs, at all-time highs. We're in an hourly SIBI. So we really could see price come back down here. Let's see what happens. Overall, again, like you guys heard me say, bias is still very bullish. But until we trade into a level that I can actually take an entry off of, I will stay on the sideline. Remember, we do have that news coming out at 10 a.m., new home sales, so that'll bring us some more volatility. We're already seeing a lot of volatility in this market right at market open, but in about 30 minutes, we'll see even more volatility. Man, these longs are really pumping. Really, really pumping. Right? And what you can't do is get FOMO about a move like this at market open. If there was no setup for you to take, why would you get FOMO? There's no reason to get FOMO. You know, there is not one setup I would have taken at market open to take this long, even though I have a long bias. There's no setup here for me to take, so I'm not going to get FOMO about not taking this trade and missing out on 100 points or whatever that, you know, however much it moves. Guys, we are only 4 minutes into the market. We have a full day of trading ahead of us. Please don't let the first 4 minutes of the market give you so much FOMO that you end up losing a bunch of money right off the bat. It's like the worst thing that you could do right now. The worst thing you could do for yourself is get FOMO, chase a trade, and then end up either blowing an account or losing your leverage for the whole day off the first 5 minutes of market open. Exactly, Mike. Exactly. I've been burned trying to do that many times as well. You know how many times I've been burned trying to trade market open? Like right off the bat, I see the breakout, I chase the breakout, and then it's a Judas swing, and then I get completely stopped out. Plenty of times. Hey, we almost hit 1,000. We were so close to 1,000 ticks on that trade. I was holding that either way with I moved my stop pretty far in a profit, but that was a great trade. It hit like 796 ticks. So that was a nice trade yesterday. Hey, 400 ticks is amazing too. All right, Sea Breezy. I hear you. I hear you. I'll be open to song requests in just a minute. Hey, yeah, dude, 400 ticks that's actually so good though. Even if you didn't catch the 800 ticks, that's still amazing. It just took equal highs out on the 15 minutes. Okay. All right, we did just take out some relative equal highs here. We have previous day high relative to equal highs up there. So again, our pre-market plan, I wanted to see more of a manipulation down before this happened, but we're not really doing that. We're not really doing that. Yeah, they are pretty much equal, right? They're relative to equal highs right there. So very strong pump here. Again, ES is kind of chopping right now. ES is not seeing the fall through after taking out all-time highs that NQ is. So that just tells me that we might start to see a little bit of pullback here, maybe even a reversal here. So what are we going to keep our eye on now? We have to keep our eye on our bullish imbalances here on the 1 minute time frame. Ooh, that's a good song, John. It's a great song. Man, so this one just keeps going here. Okay, so we did trade into 1 minute bullish for value gap, but even here, this is probably not an entry I would look to take after seeing big SMT divergence at the highs. I'm probably not going to chase price all the way up here. Again, what I'm going to wait for is for price to build up some structure here on the 1 minute time frame, guys. I want to see price start building some better structure. You know, start forming some highs, some lows, giving us just a better understanding of the way this market's going to move today. So far, very volatile. I'm okay, completely okay with sitting on the sideline right now. Let's see. Let's look at the daily. Yeah, I mean, look at that, right? We got a perfect bounce off of that daily bullish for value or order block here. Perfect bounce. My bias going into today was completely bullish. I just wanted to see a manipulation move down before we saw this move up. So we might just have to be pretty patient here. And we can even just look at this hourly. Look how far we've run through this SIBI. But we still have about 23 minutes until the hourly candle closes. So we're going to see if this one truly does close above Asia high, close above this imbalance, and keep on pumping for those equal highs. So pretty strong move here. We still haven't even created our 10-minute opening range yet, guys. We still have 2 minutes until that opening range is created on the 10-minute, and 7 minutes until our 15-minute opening range is created. So it's okay to wait. It's okay to be patient. Look how ES is trying to bring us back down right now. ES did just form some equal lows down here inside of that busy. So I wouldn't be surprised if ES comes down for those equal lows. Tries to grab that 1 minute sell side liquidity before either bouncing up again or reversing. All right, so now we're actually forming a swing high. This is this kind of structure I was talking about. This is the structure I wanted to see us build here. All right, start forming some swing highs, forming some swing lows. That starts giving us a better wow. Can't talk today, guys. That starts giving us a better understanding of how the market's going to move, of order flow, right? If we can start creating some bearish order flow and then we can run through that bearish order flow, that gives us so much more conviction to jump into a long position. Or vice versa, if we start running through bullish order flow, that starts giving us a lot more conviction to jump into the shorts, to take back down to these equal lows. But again, I would rather see us pump here. I'd rather see the longs continue. So I do want to see us, start to create some bearish order flow, create some bearish for value gaps, and then run through those bearish for value gaps. Right now, we're still not really doing that. We just created a new swing high up here on the 1 minute. That was with minis, MB. That was with minis. Yeah, I think I sold most of my contracts. I sold like half my position at 120 or something. 130 ticks or something like that, half my position, and then I sold another one probably around 200-300 ticks, and then another one probably around 400 ticks or so. I kind of forget. And then I ended up just holding one contract until, all the way up to like that 800 tick mark, and then ended up getting a stop down profit a little bit less than that. Okay, so ES just took out equal lows, and Q is trading into the 1 minute busy. I wish we created a 1 minute SIBI. We actually did create a small 1 minute SIBI here. Very small 1 minute SIBI. So if we do see us run through that, we could see the long step back in. We could see another long opportunity that we might be able to actually take. All right, so we'll see what kind of bounce we get here off this 1 minute busy down here. If we're going to run through, and then we can look at ES as well. Is ES going to run through this 1 minute SIBI here, get a strong bounce off of it? Right now we just bounced off of it, so I'd probably still be patient here. Let's still wait. All right, so what we want to see is us run through this level here for the longs to step in, if the longs are going to step in, because right now it looks like the shorts might want to step in. So we need to see us ES run through this SIBI, NQ run through this SIBI, create a bullish fair value gap or something like that for us to be able to target the longs. Right now we are still respecting this 1 minute busy here. We are still respecting this 1 minute busy. So what would make me take a short here? Well, it would take a lot, because we do have this 5 minute busy right here. I would need to see us running through at least this 1 minute busy right here, and then creating some bearish fair value gaps as well. That would make me short back down to these equal lows. But for right now, my bias is still long. Well, we might inverse this level here. Wow, we're seeing a strong inverse, so we might see this reversal happen pretty soon. Trading pretty far into that 5 minute. So now what am I looking for, guys? I'm looking for this 1 minute SIBI to form here. After inversing a few levels, I'm looking to see, okay, well, we might see a quick short scalp down to these lows. Because this is a very strong pullback, very strong reversal here. Look at ES. Look how far ES is dumping. It just inversed all of those 1 minute levels. So now I just need to see a fair value gap for an entry, and probably just taking a quick scalp. I know we're still in an imbalance here, but this looks like bearish order flow is completely taking control here. So we'd want to catch this one down to these lows if we even get the chance to get an entry here. I don't even know if we're going to get the chance. We'll see if we do. We'll see if we end up pulling back into that fair value gap. Let's look at the 15 minute. Look at that wick on the 15 minute right there. SMT at the highs. Strong pullback, 1 minute fair value gap created. Let's see if we trade back into this 1 minute SIBI. No, because we have not closed above the 1 hour SIBI yet. If we closed above, that would be an inverse, but since we haven't closed above it, we're still respecting that level. So I don't know if this one's going to come back for us, guys. This one might just start kind of running down for that sell side without giving us a chance. You can see just how aggressive we dropped here without giving us a pullback move into a fair value gap. Kind of like how we made that pump. We didn't really pull back into a fair value gap until here, and that would not have been a good entry up here. That would not have been an entry I wanted to take here. That's why I didn't take it. All right, so if price doesn't allow us to get an entry, then we have to just sit on the sideline. We just have to sit on the sideline and be okay with waiting. Now it looks like we have some SMT at the lows here. We definitely have some SMT at the lows. So just kind of back and forth here. Okay, we just traded into a 1 minute SIBI here. So we are very back and forth right now because we're bouncing between 2 minute SIBI and 1 minute busy. Or 2 minute busy, 2 minute SIBI. 1 minute busy, 1 minute SIBI. So very back and forth here right now. I do want to see if we're going to get a bounce off this level. Because, guys, here's the deal. If we do end up running through this 1 minute SIBI, then I would look for longs again, right? Really, the shorts, I'm only looking for a scalp. I'm not really looking to hold on to the shorts because I still have a bullish bias overall. So if I'm going to take a short, I would only want to see it come down to these lows and maybe into the hourly. But right now, if we run through this 1 minute SIBI, I'm looking for the longs yet again. All right? Okay, we're running through it again. So I'm starting to look for the longs if we close above here. And I still need a bullish fair value gap to be created like this one right here. If we can trade back into this, I would look to target the longs once again. So right now we're just very back and forth, as you guys can tell. But overall, you have to pay attention to what is my overall bias. Right, what is my overall bias on the day? Is it bullish or is it bearish? My overall bias is still bullish. So ultimately, I would rather take the longs because we're going to see more, we'll see more of a reward on the longs. Because for the shorts, I would only expect us to trade back into this hourly, at least for right now. We rejected off the 50% of the 4-hour order block supply zone. Yeah, but to me, I agree, but this 4-hour still looks extremely bullish right now. We did just create our 15-minute opening range, but now I want to see us trade into this 1 minute here. Can we trade into the 1 minute? Are we going to just keep running away from us, guys? Right now, it seems like we just want to kind of keep running away from us and not giving an entry opportunity. And that's fine. We'll just have to continue to sit on the sideline if that's the case. Yeah, SIBI is sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. It stands for a bearish fair value gap, and a busy stands for a bullish fair value gap. It's just an acronym, easier way to say it. Okay, so we didn't tap into the fair value gap. We did tap into the inverse here. I want to see if ES is going to trade down into this fair value gap as well. So I'm still going to be patient. Still going to be patient here. Still not really in a rush to take a trade yet. I do want to see these longs step in. Again, guys, you know me. When there's news coming out soon, I usually like to be a little bit patient. I probably won't take a trade within 5 minutes of news coming out, but if we can find one within the next 8 minutes, I will look to take an entry. But here's the issue, is we keep running away without trading back into the levels that we want to see price trade into, so I can't really take an entry yet. Sometimes that's just how it goes. We just have to continue to wait. We have to continue to be patient. Just like yesterday, we stayed patient. You know, we tried one trade out. It would have been a great trade if I held on to it, but I ended up taking like a very small loss, maybe like 15 ticks. And then after that, we flushed that last trade. We moved on, and then we caught a huge trade. That's what it's all about. Just stay patient. Wait for the next setup. If your setup doesn't show itself, do not jump into an entry. Just don't do it. Just wait for your setup. It will come. The 5 minutes starting to look pretty good. We did just bounce off this 1 minute SIBI above. But we have that 2 minute busy, 1 minute busy below. So I would like to see if these longs are going to step back in. But I just want to see us trade down a little bit further. Right, the aggressive entry here, you could have taken an entry off of the inverse here, for sure. But I wanted to see us trade down and see how far we were going to trade down into this fair value gap before I took an entry. And see a better reaction first. So that's why you didn't see me take that entry yet. We did just get some SMT at the lows here. I'm expecting, yeah, we did just form our 15-minute orb. But I do expect us to try and break out of the highs. Just looking at overall market structure, that's what I want to see right now. But yeah, it looks like leading into news, we're not really giving us any entry opportunities yet. So I might just have to keep sitting on the sideline. You know, even if I do have conviction in these longs right now, doesn't mean I'm just going to jump into a trade. Yes, 100%, right? If this hourly can close above this hourly SIBI, that would be pretty much all the confirmation we need. I already have a lot of confirmation in these longs right now. But closing above this hourly SIBI would give us the rest of that confirmation. I know we're coming for these equal highs up here on the previous day high. And then we're going for that daily target above. All right, that is our expectation here. We're already at our opening range here. Let's see if we have an opening range breakout. We are getting more SMT at the lows, at the highs, at the lows, at the highs. Just kind of back and forth between NQ and ES right now. So we really just got to keep this patience right now, guys. You will not see me chase a trade here. As much as I want to take a long, as much as I am tempted to take a long, I need to see it trade into my level. And I will not care if I miss out on a 400 tick move or whatever. I don't care if it did not hit my level. I was not supposed to be in that trade. Yes, there is SMT between ES and NQ. You can see ES is down here. It swept these lows. It's in the fair value gap. NQ never traded into that fair value gap and never swept those recent lows. So you do see the SMT. And you can even say that on the buy side, right? We didn't sweep a recent high or like a swing high, but NQ is taking out previous highs while ES is not. So a lot of SMT here. ES has really been holding us down so far. Right, it hit all-time highs and then just kind of chopped and dropped, right? So it just has not really seen any fall through. Yeah, exactly. ES is definitely is dragging NQ down. It's not wanting it to continue. But now we just formed some relatively equal highs here on NQ, so I would love to see us at least come back up for those. Just want to see us trade into this 1 minute busy here. So we might have to wait until after news comes out. Looks like we're not really setting up a good trade here, at least right now. So we might just have to wait a little bit. Okay, we still don't want to tap into the fair value gap. We tapped back into the inverse again. But that's still not, I'm not looking for that aggressive entry right now. I'm not looking for the aggressive entry off the inverse yet. Because of how much ES is dragging us down, I want to see how far NQ is going to come down. So far, we've just seen a range on market open, right? It's just been a range. We haven't seen a real breakout. We haven't seen a trend or very solid market structure. So when I see that, there's no reason for me to jump into a trade until I see that confirmation, until I see us trade into my A+ setup level. So let's just keep waiting here, guys. Yep, we do have a double top, but to me, when I see a double top, that means we just have more liquidity there. I don't expect a reversal. I expect us to come right back for that liquidity because now we have generated liquidity up above these highs. Right, now we have more buy stops up here. So what does price usually do? It comes right back for that liquidity and it sweeps it. So that's my expectation when I see two equal highs like that. Good question. When do you start thinking seek and destroy? That's a very good question. When we come back down and sweep sell side again and then get another reversal, that's when I'll expect seek and destroy. If we come down and sweep sell side and then reverse again, I would expect full on seek and destroy. That's not really what my expectation for today is. I still expect an actual breakout trend day. But you guys know when news is coming out, right after market open, like 30 minutes, 15 minutes after, we do often see a range or chop leading into that. So I'm not really expecting that seek and destroy right now, just because we haven't even seen the news come out yet. If we see range after the news comes out, okay, then that'll be confirmation that we are seeing seek and destroy. Yes, deep. Good question. So, if you target the longs, what are your TP levels? Exactly. Yesterday's high would be our first target, right? Yesterday's high at 20,214.25. And then our next target would be up at our daily buy side target, our weekly buy side target, our first weekly buy side target, which is up at like 20,251. Those would be my buy side targets for the longs. And even just these highs right here, right? But if we see that we're all the way up here, right now, I'm probably not going to look to target a long and take TP at these highs, right? No, I'd probably wait until we hit these highs and then hold all the way up until the next highs up there. So these longs still look like they're in control here. We just inverse that 1 minute SIBI finally. ES is actually starting to pump a little bit. We left behind equal lows here. But we're just still not trading back into any fair value gaps that we can take entries off of yet. All right, so we have this 1 minute busy right here. So we really just got to keep waiting. We just grabbed those equal highs. Like I said, that's why I don't expect reversals when I see double tops, right? I just consider these equal highs that price is going to come back for and sweep, right? Which is exactly what we just saw. But I wanted to see us trade into that fair value gap first. So notice how we just made equal lows down here with these equal lows. Well, I would expect us to probably come back down for those equal lows. Oh wow, that's a lot of requests, but I like all of those songs a lot, so your request has been approved. Let's just start off with She Talks to Angels, why don't we? All right, guys, so we do have news coming out in 5 minutes, so you'll probably see me just sit on the sideline right now. John, if you can learn this on guitar, I might even have to kiss you. That would be amazing. uh Oh, the EE mascot is doing just fine. He's doing great. He's doing great. I forget who commented it, but someone said you and your dog look the same. I was like, I've gotten that actually more times and I've gotten that so many times. Johnny, we will have the merch very soon. All right, guys, these longs are finally breaking out, but we still haven't traded into a level, and now we have more SMT at the highs. So I'm still going to be patient. Do not get FOMO. Don't chase breakouts. If you had conviction to get in this trade, cool. But if you didn't have conviction, then why are you in this trade right now? Ooh, Sea Breezy, I got those songs. I'll queue up those songs for you as well. So guys, yeah, these longs are finally like breaking out of that. Finally breaking out of this range here, and they look like they want to continue. But now we have SMT at the highs. We have news coming out in 3 minutes, so I will just continue to sit on the sideline here. I do not care if I miss out on some crazy trade right now. It's just not according to my plan. All right, Sea Breezy, I got your songs queued up for you. Yeah, we have news coming out very soon. And ES is still being super weak right now, guys. ES is still so weak down here. Very weak. Yes, man, we're excited for the merch to come out as well. We're excited. We are very excited. Yes, Greg, that's a good point. So like yeah, with FFN, if you are in a trade, you can trade a minute after the news comes out and a minute before the news, but not right when the news comes out. Or I'm sorry, you can't be in a trade with a funded account, I should say. You have to wait. You have to wait. Yeah, so we have home sales coming out in just a few seconds here. Home sales and crude oil inventories is the next one that comes out at 10:30. Hey, what's up, Frank? Good morning. Like I said, guys, I've been wanting to take these longs since market open, like really bad, but we still have not given me the opportunity to do that. You know, and as sad as it might be, you just got to move on to the next trade. Oh, Enrique, I thought I responded to you. Maybe I didn't hit send. I'll check it out after the session. So here the longs go. They're breaking out without us here. That's fine. That is okay, guys. We will move on. All right, so let's see what kind of reaction we get here, what kind of volatility we have with this news. That's so weird, Enrique, because I was typing. I was typing for like a few minutes, and I guess I just never hit send. My apologies. All right, these longs continue. We still have SMT at the highs right now, but NQ looks so strong. NQ is definitely leading us today. And ES has been trying to hold us down. So what I would like to see is, again, more structure formed. Create a good level for us to get in the longs off of. See some pullback. That 5-minute got strong displacement. We closed above previous day high. So that was our first target that I wanted to catch. Man, this is one of my all-time favorite rock songs right here. So we did get inversion of that 1 hour fair value gap, closed above equal highs. So my full expectation right now is that the longs are going to continue. Now we just have to wait for the right entries. I just wish ES wasn't being so stubborn down here and holding us down. We are into silver bullet hour now, so we're going to start looking for these 1-minute fair value gaps. But I still want to give it a little bit of time before jumping into an entry. Just because we could still be very volatile here with the news. Yeah, I like Linkin Park. I used to listen to them a lot growing up. I don't really listen to them anymore. Let me check on that for you, Crixus. Let's see. Looks like our news beat expectations, but it was less than our previous number, but beat expectations by about 17,000. So 716,000 new home sales. Our forecast was 699,000. Previous was 751,000. So I guess you would say that's positive because it beat expectations. Still less than our previous news release, but that's still positive news there. Okay, so silver bullet hour again. The one thing that's really keeping me from jumping into these longs right now is that we still have SMT at the highs. Right, as much as I want to take a silver bullet long here, I need to see more structure and I need to see ES taking out this high up here. Maybe some more pullback would be nice as well. So now our new all-time highs are up here. So ES looks like it wants to pump for sure. It definitely wants to pump. It just inverse that fair value gap. So I'm expecting us to continue to break out here. All right, we just don't have as much reward as we did before for these longs. That's okay. We're going to create a 5-minute busy here as well, so we could also wait for us to trade into a 5-minute busy. I just don't know. So far at market open, price has not wanted to come back for us. Price has just wanted to keep pumping. Every time we start seeing that breakout, we start seeing, okay, this could be a good opportunity for us to long. We just don't really tap into the level that I want to see us tap into, so I just have to, stay out of it. But as I said before, if you're looking for the aggressive entry, you could have taken both of these entries off of the inverse here and not waited for us to trade into the busy, and you could have caught a very nice trade. I'm just not really looking for the most aggressive entries right now. I would like to expand on my profits from yesterday, right? So I do have some leverage for this week. I'm happy about that. But it doesn't mean I'm going to be super risky and take dumb trades. So we still have SMT at the highs. ES is still pushing us down. Okay, another strong bounce off of that fair value gap. I just really don't like this SMT right now, guys. That's the one thing I don't like. But I still expect these longs to start breaking out. So an aggressive entry here would be a long off this 1-minute busy right here. This would be the aggressive entry. I think I'm going to keep waiting a little bit. I think I'm going to stay a little bit more patient here. Remember, our weekly target, we could actually hit today. We could come up all the way to 23.3425. So even if we did miss out on this initial move, we could still end up targeting longs all the way up to that level. John, if you can learn this on guitar, I will learn this part on the piano. This guitar, I know this song is very hard on guitar. And my cousin's a really good guitar player. He's been playing since he was a little kid. And I asked him to learn this song. He's like, yeah, I'll come back to you in like a month. So good question, right? If I had a good entry in the longs, if I had an entry lower, like let's say we trade back into this 5-minute busy here, then I would take first TP at this high right here, right? That would be my first TP. I want to take it here at our daily target, external highs. But if we're going to have to get an entry up higher, well, then we're going to have to start looking for some internal liquidity to the left of our charts. We're going to have to go way back, all the way over here. All the way over here, right? This is where we're going to have to look for some TP levels. Well, we don't really have any TP levels because our next swing high is not until up here. So what I'm going to base my trade off of would be basically just risk to reward. I'd just be looking to catch either like a 1 to 2, 1 to 3 for first TP, and then just let the rest run all the way up to our weekly imbalance above. So I would really like to see us trade into this 5-minute busy here. I'd like to see ES push above these highs. This is Eric Clapton, John. This is Eric Clapton's band. Yeah, you must have missed the intro. Maybe does he do like a solo on this or just an acoustic version maybe? I haven't heard that. Okay, guys, so we just continue to pump here. Now, no more SMT. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see no more SMT here. Now I want to see a good long position. They really won't. So, like I said, the aggressive entry here would have been pretty good if you took it. You could have just taken the TP at that high if you did get that aggressive entry. Which is why I'm still letting you guys know the aggressive entry twice now has actually played out pretty well, at least for first TP here. Summer breeze is going away now. So, staying patient here, guys. Staying patient. I don't care if I have to wait an hour to take a trade. I will wait an hour. Did anybody take either of those aggressive entries in those longs? There we go. Hey, there we go. Yeah, man. I mean, the way I see it, it's all about your trading style, right? If you don't like to be aggressive, just stay patient with me. If you're someone that likes to be a little bit more aggressive with their trading, well, then you could take those entries. But I'm not one to be super aggressive unless I see a reason to be aggressive. Hey, there you go, trade 903. Good stuff. So I'm happy that we took out that high. So now we don't have that. Now we don't have that SMT anymore at the highs. So I would love to see us pull back into this 5-minute busy here, guys. I would really love to see us do that. That would be amazing. You know what would be the perfect A plus setup for us right now? Is if we can trade down into this 5-minute, create at least one bearish for value gap on the 1-minute, and then inverse that level, jump into the longs, and then catch a nice trade. That would be my A plus setup that I'd be waiting for right now. Oh, unplugged, you say? All right, I got you. Yep, ES is back to all-time highs, but we're a little bit choppy right now. So I'm just going to keep staying patient here. John, I'm not finding the unplugged version here. Is it unplugged live? Frank, this is what I mean. I'll repeat it real quick. So what I'd like to see for an A plus setup is for us to trade back into a 5-minute busy down here. And if we can create some bearish fair value gaps on the 1-minute time frame, that gives us some good structure to base our trade off of, because now if we see us trade into a 1-minute or a 5-minute busy, we run through some bearish fair value gaps. That gives us a good opportunity to jump into the longs. I got to play Monaco. All right. I'll put it on cue. A little bit of Bad Bunny. Guys, my Duolingo streak is at 7 days now. It's at 7 days. I'm going to keep going until I'm completely fluent in Spanish. Until I'm running these live trading sessions completely in Spanish. And a lot of you will have no idea what I'm talking about. I got you, Josh. So price is still not really giving us an entry level yet. Yeah, I would really like to see us come back into our level. I'd really like to see us get some pullback right now. I mean, you guys know I've been looking for these longs for since market open. Just have not seen my opportunity to jump in yet. All right, John, I got it on cue for you. These longs, I pretty much I'm very confident. I have a lot of conviction that these longs will continue to pump. We've already taken out previous day high. We have a bunch of support. I just want to see a good pullback to give us a great entry. Yeah, ES has just been super weak so far today, but that's probably because it's at all-time highs, right? And NQ is not at all-time highs. So this chop, although we are still moving up, this chop is kind of brutal right now. We're not really creating any more fair value gaps here. Right as I say that, we actually start to pump a little bit. Um, I'll check on the VIX here. We can actually pull the VIX up here so you guys can look at it. Let's see what we're up to here. So the VIX has actually been, it's been pretty bearish right now. We are getting a little bit of pullback here, but overall the VIX is very bearish. Just more confirmation for these longs. No, Matthew, it just depends on the week. It depends on the day. Sometimes NQ is going to run the show. Sometimes ES is going to run the show. We just have to figure out which one is running the show. So far today, it seems like NQ is in charge, but ES is really trying to hold us down. Yes, sir, John. Cold shower, obviously. Come on now. You think I miss my cold showers? Who requested Bad Bunny? Come on now. You don't like Bad Bunny? Soon enough, I'll be able to understand what he's saying. So, one benefit of taking a cold shower in the morning is you know how when you're cold, your body tries to warm up, internal heat temperature warms up. That's one thing that is a benefit. In the morning, you want your internal temperature to heat, and in the night, you want your internal temperature to cool down. So, cold showers in the morning and hot showers at night. There's also a lot of other benefits when it comes to like helping your skin, just helping your overall health. If you look it up, you'll see a bunch of benefits. It ages you if you take cold showers. Dude, I thought I had a really good grip on my Spanish back when I was in high school, and then I went to Cuba and I could not understand what they were saying half the time. It was like, how fast can someone speak? Okay, these longs are still in control right now, guys, but we're just not. This is just a choppy uptrend here without really any entries right now. And more SMT at the highs, so this is still not really a level that I want to take an entry at. Yeah, and the Cuban accent too. I don't know if anybody here is Cuban, but like with their S's, it's hard to understand as well. Uruguayans speak faster. Interesting. I didn't know that. Same with Puerto Rico. El Conejo Malo. Bad Bunny. Wait, you're from Uruguay, right? Yeah, gracias. Yeah, there's still longs to be taken, Seabreezy. There is still longs because I think we're gonna come all the way up to 233425. And that's why I'm not worried about what's happening right now because I still think there's gonna be opportunity for us. We just gotta see some better price action than what we're seeing right here. Because even though we are trending up, we still have a lot of chop and we still have SMT at the highs. Punta del Este. Yeah, that's true. We do have that other news, orange folder news coming up in about 10 minutes, so we still, you're right, Shosky, we might be waiting for that news to come out before the next move happens. Yeah, 2 minutes weird, right? It's all bullish, but only one fair value gap here and one down here. There's just not too much going on. I would love to take these longs, guys. I'm telling you, I would love to. But when we chase, you give the opportunity for price to pull back on you finally back into a good level that you were waiting for the past hour, and then you end up losing. That's why I don't like to chase. It's just not really worth it. All right, John. I don't think I've ever heard this version. I want to Eric Clapton this market right now. Layla. 5 minute fair value gap is also a 15-minute fair value gap. Yes, it is, right? We have this 15-minute here, and we can even look at the equilibrium of our range. Right? If we look at the equilibrium of this range here, we can kind of check out what we got. Right? So we can look at this swing low to possible swing high if we do form a swing high up here. Right? The equilibrium is at the bottom of that 15-minute, so I wouldn't be surprised if we moved up a little bit more, create an equilibrium right inside of that 15-minute. If we could just get some pullback. Okay, we did just tap into a new 5-minute bullish fair value gap here. SMT at the lows and at the highs. Yeah, Doc, I like Cream is a good band. I do like Cream. Hey, so for any of my Dodgers fans out there, how about them Padres, huh? If there's any Dodgers fans out there, I know there's got to be a few. Padres are coming for the division, I'm telling you. Okay, here's the pullback. Wow, this is some aggressive pullback. The O's look pretty good. O's look good. They clinched their spot yesterday in the playoffs. I don't think they're a World Series contender this year, but I think in the next few years they're gonna be top. Yeah, ES just tested VWAP. We have SMT at the lows. Guys, I just want to see us create a bears for value gap here. Run through it. We do have news coming out in 8 minutes, so if we have a setup 5 minutes, not 5 minutes before the news, but before that, then I would like to take it, but we might not see any continuation or anything until that news comes out. But sometimes I do like being in a trade before orange folder news comes out because it just kind of accelerates us to that spot we want to see it go to. So now I want to see if we're going to inverse this 1 minute here, both on NQ and ES. Or if we're going to bounce off of it. Looks like we're going to bounce off of it. Which is fine by me. I would like to see us pull back so we have better reward on our longs. I would like to see us maybe come all the way back down to here. Dude, we could run a full class on how American football works. I would love to teach that. There's two teams that you have to hate: the Kansas City Chiefs and the New England Patriots. And the Cowboys. Just because they've been like the Chiefs and the Patriots have been the best teams for a long time. And they're just we just don't like them. Yeah, and the Cowboys. Come on. How can he be a Cowboys fan? Yep. My girlfriend's from Dallas as well, and she's a Cowboys fan, and it pains me. It pains me. So I'm trying to convert her. I'm gonna convert her into a Chargers fan. But that's hard to do when the Chargers are so bad. Matthew, you should be a Chargers fan. You're gonna deal with a lot of pain, but it's gonna build your character and make you a stronger person. All right, so we inverse that 5 minute. Looks like we're gonna come down pre-news. Just very choppy here. We have less than 5 minutes until our news comes out. So again, we're probably gonna have to wait again until this news comes out to take our trade. Kind of like earlier. Hopefully, we're given a better opportunity to get into a position here. The Vikings do look good. Me too, John. Me too. I really miss the Chargers being in San Diego. It's sad. But that's what greed will do when the owner of a team is very greedy. That's what happens. Don't be greedy. I think greed has got to be one of the worst things in this world in my opinion. That was a nice comeback by the Rams. Dang, Ron, so you're a real fan. You've been through it. You've been through some tough times as a Vikings fan as well. Yeah, I've been a Chargers fan since the day I was born. Same thing here. All right, here's the pullback. Now we're tapping into the 5 minute and the 15 minute. Oh, almost. Almost. We didn't tap into the 5 minute. I think this is a 1 minute here. We tapped into the 1 minute again. But what I want to see us do is tap into the 5 minute and the 15 minute busies here. Right here. Now we're actually setting up a decent trade opportunity. Like I said, if we can tap into these busies here and then we can create a bearish fair value gap, if we can run through those fair value gaps or at least one of them, that would give us an opportunity to jump into the longs. And I would love to take a long position based off that. And I wouldn't need necessarily to wait super long after the news comes out because it is orange folder. So like we saw earlier, the volatility wasn't really crazy. We just saw a lot of volume. So I'm okay with taking a trade after the news within a few minutes after. But you guys can see this price action right now is actually just like all over the place because of that news. We didn't tap into the 5 minute. We didn't tap into the 15 minute. We have a 1 minute SIBI here. We did bounce off the 1 minute busy. Yep, 100%. We don't want to get trapped like other retail traders, right, guys? We stay patient. We don't trade like normal retail traders. We got to trade like we are the institutions, like we are the market makers. You are a man in a box. Oh yeah, sorry Jonathan, I didn't see your comment. Yeah, Braden just sent it there. Forex Factory, or I guess for in our VIP, JB our mod, he actually sends all of the news updates and everything in our channel. Very detailed, um, kind of just breakdown of all of our news and stuff going out throughout each week. But yeah, if you want to look, just look at forexfactory.com. That'll show you the news. So about 1 minute until this news comes out. Oh yeah, JB does an amazing job. Amazing job. Okay, guys, I would like to see us come down here and grab these equal loads, trade into a 5-minute, 15-minute busy, and then run through some bearish levels, and then we could get a great entry in the longs. So about an hour in since market open, still no trades taken. That's just the way I do things, guys. If I don't see my opportunity, I will stay out of the market. I would love to see a good trade opportunity pretty soon here. I would love that. Here we go. We're going to go take out those lows. Trade into a 5-minute, 15 minutes busy here. And now we want to see us react off these busies on the 5-minute here, the 15-minute. Boom, we just traded into them. Now what are we waiting for? If we don't just completely dump right now, we'd wait for us to inverse now some bearish fair value gaps to look for long entries. All right, so let's see if the news came out positive, negative. To be honest, I don't know much about how they do their numbers for crude oil inventories. If someone wants to look that up, that'd be awesome. It came out, the number says green, right? It says negative 4.5 million. The forecast was negative 1.3 million. Does someone want to look up if that's good or bad? Because I'm going to be honest with you guys, I have no clue when it comes to crude oil inventories. What that even means. I'm not ashamed to say it. That's okay, Wild West. It's okay. If you need to walk away, just walk away, man. Crude oil is pumping. Okay, well, this is when I would start looking for longs. If we can start to come up and inverse, this 1-minute level, I'm starting to look for a long opportunity, right? Taking it up to this high, and then ultimately seeing the breakout all the way up to 23.3425. Oh, I see, Wild West. I see. Yeah, I don't really pay too much attention to crude oil, guys. I don't really pay much attention to our other indices like oil or gold. All I pay attention to is ES, NQ, the VIX, and YM. That's what I care about. And sometimes I'll look at, I'll look at the US dollar index, but pretty rarely. All right, so I want to see us run through this 1-minute SIBI now, guys. I want to see us run through this level. That will give me the conviction to then jump into a long entry. So remember, the equilibrium of this range is still a little bit lower. It's all the way down here. That's our equilibrium. I don't know necessarily if we're going to reach the equilibrium here. I want to see us run through this level right now. I need more cowbell. That's like my favorite part of the song. Yes, YM. Yes, YM is, I look at YM as well. Come on, guys. We're almost at 200 people in the stream. We got to get up to 200. We got to get up to 200. Invite all your friends. La, 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 la. Guys, we're now over 900 in the Discord overall. That's pretty awesome. We're almost to 1,000 in the Discord. Pretty sick. Pretty excited about that. Hey, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys. So I'm just waiting for us to run through this 1 minute Sibby here. Hey, all right. Hey, just make Discord accounts for your three Chihuahuas, and then they can be, they can trade on their own. No singing. You don't want to hear my singing, Doc? Yes, sir. Dude, you're gonna crush my dreams of being a world famous singer. No, you know what? I get fueled by the haters. The haters fuel me. Yeah, I think that's a good idea, Doc. I think I should stick to trading. I don't think singing is in my future. Hey, but acting, I think acting is in my future. Telling you guys, I'm gonna run a live trading session in the morning, and then go film my TV show movie in the afternoon, and we'll be chilling. I keep telling everybody I'm gonna be an actor. Nobody believes me. I got- Oh, Rob. What genre? Oh, I'd definitely be in like drama. I'd definitely be in like a drama movie. What time did I go to sleep if I have to wake up if you have to wake up at 6:30? Um, I went to sleep last night at like midnight because I was watching the Padres Dodgers game. And I set my alarm every morning for 6 a.m. I usually get out of bed about 6:15, 6:30, depending on the day. I do all my pre-market routine, and then we hop on for our charting. But I usually do try to get about 8 hours, 7, 8 hours of sleep per night. Typically, I do get that 7, 8 hours. So normally I'll go to bed by like 10 o'clock, 10 to 11. Hey, well, I appreciate that. I appreciate the compliments. Dude, The Big Short's an amazing movie. You know what show I recommend to everybody? I just started rewatching it. Is Succession. That show is so good. And it has the same dude that's in The Big Short. All right, guys. So I'm just being patient here. I'm just gonna keep waiting, see if the setup shows. We still don't have our setup yet. I'm still looking for longs here, though. As of right now, I'm still looking for longs. Unless we see a real market structure shift, changing character here, I will stay long. In shorts, since the top, should I hold? I mean, that's up to you personally. I'm not looking for the shorts right now in my trading. I'm looking for the longs to step back in just because we are so bullish overall in the day. The furthest I would see the shorts going is down to the equilibrium of this range. But just like for me, I am looking for the longs overall. It just depends. You could always trail your stop into profit, and if you do expect these shorts to keep going all the way down to the equilibrium, you could keep holding them. Succession, yes, it's on Max. It's a great show, in my humble opinion. New show from on Prime. What's that about? So we're just kind of chopping again, guys. So I just have to keep on waiting. I have to keep on waiting. Just still haven't seen my setup yet. Don't worry, I have a feeling that we're going to see a setup pretty soon. Interesting. All right, I'll have to check that out, Josh. I expect, yes, if we can see this inverse right now, oh yeah, I would love to take a long entry here. So for a first TP, if we got a good entry, You know, I'd be looking for like a 1 to 2, probably up for like 100 ticks to first TP up here. But I need to see us inverse first. We're not inversing yet on ES or on NQ, so no entry yet. Buenos dias, Pablo. Big orders coming in. That's what I want to hear. I want to see these big orders coming in. I want to see some volume start pumping into NQ here. Okay, still reacting off of both of our SIBIs here. We're not running through either of these levels yet, so I'm just going to continue to stay patient here. Overall, though, when I look at a 5-minute and a 15-minute busy like this, that we saw a good bounce off of, I want to see continuation in the longs. Yeah, that's what I would say. I think that's a good idea, Ralph. Like, if you do see that inverse of this 1-minute SIBI, yeah, just take your profit. I think that's a good idea. But yeah, if we keep holding bear structure, you could keep holding on to this for now. I just want to see us run through this bear structure here. So very choppy at the moment, just waiting for us to run through. It'd be nice if we could create some bullish fair value gaps and actually have some real volume step in. What's up, Mike? No, we are not in a trade currently. We are not in a trade. We have not taken a trade yet today. I'm still being patient, waiting for my setup. Yes, sir. Yeah, I've only taken 2 trades this week so far. I didn't trade it all on Monday. Yesterday, we took 2 trades. One was like I cut it pretty quick, and then it ended up actually hitting our TP level. Just missed out on that one. And then we caught our 800 tick long. So those are the only 2 trades I've taken this week so far. That's what I'm saying, though, guys. You don't need to be taking a bunch of trades to be profitable or to find good, consistency in the market. You don't need to be trading a bunch. That's the way I see it. Like if the price action doesn't give you the setup, just stay out. Don't start forcing trades. It will not benefit you in the long run, and it might not even benefit you right now. And if you're looking for, someone that's going to come on here and just call out, 5 trades in a row, that's not really what I do. So, if that's what you're looking for, that's not what you're going to see me do. All right, Zenky Danny. We'll miss you. We will miss you. Have a good day at work. I'm expecting these longs to step in any minute now, guys. I just want to see us inverse right here. Just waiting for the inverse. We just haven't had any volume since our news came out, really. Right when our news came out, we had 1 manipulation move and no volume after that. Just no volume. Yeah, ES sucks today. We don't like ES today. Dude, no trading and excavating at the same time. Even though you do this like every single day. Smash the red button. Dude, we want to see a video of you digging some holes over there. I want to see a video. I only ever see pictures. I want to see you excavate something. We'll be waiting. Good question, D-Shot this. So if we inverse back down, so what do you mean by inverse, right? So if we don't have any bullish for value gaps except for down here in the 5-minute 15. So If I was going to short this market right now, I would really need to see us inversing this 5-minute busy, right? Really need to see an inverse of that 5-minute. Just see a lot more confirmation because overall, guys, I'm still very bullish biased here. So I would need to see a lot more. It's a green screen. Yep, we are still respecting the 1-minute busy down here. This is the 1-minute busy I'm referring to here. As of right now, we're still respecting it, but we could not seem to inverse these SIBIs up here. Just because I see price dropping doesn't mean I'm going to look for a short position, guys, because this doesn't tell me that we're actually going to drop. Just because we're respecting a 1-minute SIBI doesn't mean that we're just going to have a full-on reversal. In my opinion, that's not what that means. Just like this, right? We're not really seeing a reversal. Just very choppy here, very choppy. So it looks like once ES hit that all-time high, we've just seen a lot of chop. You might find Adriana. That's good. You might find pretty much the whole cast of that show. Pretty much every character in that show is dead. And dies throughout the show. The chop is real right now, guys. Ralphie. Yeah, that's fair, Breezy. That's fair. I get that, right? We do have SMT. We did take out a lot of buy side. So that makes sense. But overall for me, I still am bullish bias just on a daily time frame. I don't expect a huge reversal. If we do see the reversal, then we will look to target some shorts. So again, we're just bouncing between Sibby busy, Sibby busy, Sibby busy, right? So I really just can't take any trades right now. This is low probability condition right here. Until we start seeing some better order flow stepping in. Is this the song that someone requested? I think Josh, did you request the song? I don't know if this is the right song or not. You can't hear the song? Wait, right? If you right click on the stream, you might have the volume turned down. I guess we'll never know until Josh figures out the volume here. Yeah, did you right click on the stream, see if you can turn that up. Play Rose Tattoo. Okay. I heard him say Day Trader, so I did assume that this is probably the song you requested. So we're still just choppy, guys. I would love for price action to get better here. Yes, exactly, Sam. This is very low probability conditions right now. Very low probability. That's why we have to wait for price action to get high probability, to get more volume, start creating some better order flow. Because right now, this is not it right now. Yeah, we've definitely gotten that change in state of delivery here. Like I said, if we're gonna drop, like I still wouldn't be looking for shorts unless we inversed, this 15-minute busy here, 5-minute busy. Then I would be looking to target our next fair value gap down below. That's when I would start looking for shorts. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we do have. Is Pal speaking Thursday or Friday? I thought he was speaking tomorrow. Yeah, Pal speaks tomorrow. Looks like 10 minutes pre-market. So that means we're going to see a lot of volume or volatility tomorrow. A bunch of guys, there's a lot of news coming out tomorrow. So tomorrow's going to be a very volatile day. Same with Friday. We're probably going to see some volatility with all the different speakers. Yeah, I know, Doc. I probably should, huh? Is this the hourly here on ES? ES is almost trading into that hourly here. Okay, now we're starting to see a strong drop from ES. So like I said, if we come down and inverse, if we come down and inverse this 15 5-minute busy here, that is when I really start to look for shorts. All right, so this one. This is the 5-minute busy here. We still close inside of it. We're almost to EQ of this range. Drop kick Murphys. So I'm just staying patient here, guys. I'm still gonna stay patient. As hard as it is right now to stay patient, I will continue. I got you, Sea Breezy. Don't worry. We still haven't inversed our 5-minute or our 15-minute busies yet. We're getting a strong bounce off the hourly on ES. Again, still have long bias right now. I still have a long bias. Okay, we're starting to inverse some levels here. We just inverse this, or we're trying to inverse this 1-minute SIBI right now. We're bouncing again off the 15-minute here. We're still getting a bounce off the 5-minute. We got SMT at the lows. ES traded into that hourly, got a strong bounce off the hourly. Oh, I think we have very similar tastes in music, Sea Breezy. I love every single song you just requested. Okay, let's see if we're going to now try and inverse this 1 minute up here. We've got a lot of SIBIs above us on the 1-minute time frame. Like I said, that 15-minute looks really good still for the longs. It just depends on what we do here. Depends on what we do here in this 1-minute SIBI. We tapped right at the equilibrium of our 15 5-minute range here. All right, if we zoom out a little bit, let's go to the 5-minute. Notice how we have a 5-minute swing high, 5-minute swing low. That's the equilibrium. We just got to bounce directly off the equilibrium of this range. Yeah, the 1-hour wick does not look amazing. What would be nice even is going to the next hour is if we trade into this 1-hour busy and then see that, price continue to bounce. So price action still kind of sucks right now, guys, not going to lie. Yeah. Yeah, kind of true. Every once in a while we'll play some rap, but we want to keep it more PG a little bit. Maybe PG-13. Ooh, love me some Elton John. Bro, there is some good Christian rap. NF, I really do like NF. So I'm just waiting for price action to get better, guys. We might honestly, I'm gonna give it a little bit more time. We'll see if it gets better. But if it doesn't get better within like the next 15 minutes, we might just have to take a break and come back to the charts in a little bit. Just to queuing up a few of your guys' songs here. Isn't that wild that we're almost to the end of the year, 2024? That trips me out so much. Caleb Gordon, fruit of my labor. All right, I got you. Charity project. What do you mean by charity project? Play Miss Alyssa by Eagles of Death. Woo! That one's gonna go crazy. I'm queuing up all of your guys' songs, so don't worry, they will be played if we don't have to end the session. So right now, guys, again, this price action is still not where I want it to be to jump into an entry yet. Still not where I want it to be right now. We're just so choppy here. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, so actually so right now we are very focused on this Discord and this is our main focus. Obviously, this is what we want to focus on. But in the future, our long-term plan is to start that nonprofit organization. That is our plan. So I don't know exactly timing yet, but we have done a lot of brainstorming and stuff towards that goal. So we still have to meet with a lot of people and start getting a lot of things figured out for that. But we will keep you updated on what we're doing. You guys hear the music right now? For some reason it just turned off on me. That's weird. Reload Spotify. Yeah, guys, so I'm just waiting for these longs to step back in here. I still have long bias. We might have to wait till the end of the hour because if you see here, we have this hourly busy down right below the equilibrium. We might trade down into the hourly busy before seeing us pump. If we are going to pump. Oh, there's the music. I turned my speakers way up and that just really caught me off guard. Is this a bull flag? You could kind of say, I don't really look at like bull flag, bear flag necessarily, but yeah, you could kind of say it is looking like a little bit of a bull flag here. Hey, RC Coin heading up to Utah. What are you going to be doing in Utah? Yeah, man, that's me and John and Braden have talked about our overall goal. Overall goal is, ultimately in the future is to have that nonprofit organization. That is our main goal for the future. Yeah, of course, Matthew. You know I love reggae. Yes, we actually saw the Banksy art in Park City when we went. We didn't even realize it. We were walking in like through an alley and we saw it. Pretty cool. Exactly. So if you're blessed, bless others. Oh, you know it, Rolando. You know it. You know it. You do long mile shooting up there. That's cool. That sounds like a good time. Do you guys think we're gonna have some better price action pretty soon, or do you think we're gonna keep shopping? Yeah, no, Jay, you have not missed out on anything right now. Yeah, I would like to see right now in the next minute or two for us to start actually moving. Would love to see these longs actually start going. Let's see if we're gonna trade into this hourly busy right at the equilibrium down here before we start to pump. If we are going to pump, right now we still have SMT at the highs. We still have SMT at the highs. ES did take out all-time highs, so again, we might see us move down a little bit lower. So that's why I'm going to wait and see what kind of reaction we get if we do trade into this hourly busy down here. So the busy is right down here. We have this 1 minute busy we're still inside of here. We're still respecting it. We just have not been able to break through this 1 minute SIBI. Yeah, me and John have talked about this as well as Braden. We've talked about some ideas. But once we do have our nonprofit going and we have, whatever that looks like, we would love to, have you guys that are a part of the community go on, mission trips or be able to go, out and help us with these different things. So I think that'd be pretty cool for anybody that's interested in the future in doing anything like that. The things we do plan to do are going to be pretty intense, but we're also going to have some less intense sides of it because we will be. I mean, our goal is to be working and helping, basically helping people getting out of sex slavery and all that kind of stuff. So it'll definitely be some intense stuff. That's our goal. Obviously, we have a long ways to go until we start really doing some cool things, but that's really our goal. I do have a lot of connections in the nonprofit world. So does John. So we're gonna start meeting with people we know. A good family friend of mine actually. He used to be the vice president for Tim Tebow's organization, his nonprofit. He's done a bunch of nonprofit work, so that's a pretty cool connection. If you guys haven't seen what Tim Tebow does, I definitely recommend looking into what his organization has been doing for the world. It's pretty cool. Very inspiring. Yeah, Tebow, he has used his platform for some really amazing things. Very amazing. All right, guys, let's see if we can stop chopping here. Can we start to break out? Can we start to break out here? Dude, you can count me in on that. You can definitely count me in on that. I would love to be a part of that. We'll have to talk some more. Every time it seems like the longs want to start stepping in, we're really being held down by all these imbalances above. A lot of resistance up here. Still super choppy. Super choppy. Let's listen to some Pink Floyd, why don't we? Yeah, I love this intro. Yeah, so I mean, we've been on here for an hour and a half and we still have not, there's been better price action, but I never saw my entries. So just no trades so far. I'm okay with that. Yeah, Matthew, I mean, you can always take a break, and if you want to keep trading, come back once price action is better. We might end up having to do that. We might have to take a break and then come back. I'll come back to the charts in a little bit once price action gets better. Because right now, this is just not price action I want to trade. Yeah, it's definitely not worth risking any capital at the moment. Dude, this chop is flipped. That's what I'd like to see, Savage Trader. I would really like to see that. I would love to see us trade into this hourly busy right here, trade down beneath the equilibrium of this range, and then see us start pumping. That would be awesome. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I'm going to take a quick bathroom break. If you guys could just give me 1 second. We have been on here for a while. So let me know if the longs just start pumping while I'm in the bathroom. It'll take me like 1 second. Be right back. All right, well, looks like I did not miss anything. Looks like I didn't miss anything. Besides some good music by Pink Floyd. We are barcoding right now. We are barcoding. uh, so, like I said before, I'll give it a little bit more time, guys, but as of right now, I don't see any trade setups here. This is not worth trading, so I'll probably just be sitting on the sideline for now. Yeah, we do have London close in about like 18 or 22 minutes, it looks like. Yeah, 22 minutes. So, yeah, we might see some movement after London close. That would be nice. Yep, I'm completely cool with being a bench warmer right now. Coach hasn't told me to go in the game yet, so I am 12. Okay, here's more volume in this candle right here. This is some more volume than I've seen in a little while. Are we going to inverse here, guys? We have SMT at the highs again. Yeah, Pal's speaking tomorrow. We do have some SMT at the highs here. We still could inverse right now. We'll see if we do get some kind of follow through. ES is still being weak. Yeah, it looks like we want to just kind of range internally for the day. We did take out some key levels, right? We did take out, this is that daily buy side target I've been talking about for a while. But we still look so bullish on the day, guys. I would still expect the longs to be in control today overall. Just like we talked about pre-market. I would have loved to have gotten an entry in those longs at market open, but we just didn't really have the opportunity. 1 minute busy now formed inside of the 1 minute SIBI. Let's see what happens here. Paper shredding day. Yep, and now we're running right through this 1 minute busy, at least as of right now. Let's see what kind of reaction we're going to get here. Oh, not a bad reaction so far off that 1 minute busy. Is it so bad that I just want to listen to Unwritten? I can't listen to it unless we win a trade, though. Okay, these shorts might step in pretty hard right now. We just completely inverse that 1 minute. We're bouncing off a 1 minute SIBI. More SMT at the lows, though. So this is still just not the best. This is still not the best. Trading right back into the 5 minute, 15 minute. Yeah, I'll probably stay out of this for now, guys. We're seeing a little bit more volume, though. Definitely a little bit more volume than we saw before. This is Heart-Shaped Box by Nirvana. You know what's crazy, guys? I still don't have my computer back. Still trading off the laptop. I brought them my computer on Friday, and I'm still waiting to hear back from him. That's okay, though. This laptop does the job just fine. It's a very powerful laptop. I really like it. It's pretty similar to my PC. Obviously not full power of my PC, but it's pretty good. It is an Alienware. I don't even know what model it is, to be honest with you. You'd have to ask. Braden would know the answer. There you go, right there. R16. R16. Yeah, this price action sucks right now. No doubt. Matthew, I'm telling you right now, I know almost nothing about tech. I know almost nothing. I just know how to trade. But that's what Braden helps me with. Braden knows like everything about tech, so I don't even need to know much about tech. It's like, okay, Braden, is this a good laptop? Yes, it is. Perfect. I'll take it. I still don't know what's wrong with the PC. It was kind of freezing up on me a lot, having some weird issues. Exactly. I only know about tech companies. That's all I care about. I'm like, Braden, why is my computer not working right now? And he always helps me, so that's pretty cool. Okay, strong rejection right now off of that 1 minute Sibby here. But I'm still not looking to take a short inside of a 5 minute and 15 minute busy. Just not really what I want to do here. I know the shorts are looking good right now. We might come down to that next low. I just really don't want to short inside of a 5 minute, 15 minute bullish imbalance. That's not really what I'm trying to do right now. Especially with the kind of price action we have right now. Not good price action here. So I'll just give it a few more minutes here, guys. So I've got 3 songs on request. We'll see if we are going to be on this live for more than 3 songs, but I will play a Steel Pulse song. I'll add it to the queue. It'll be the 4th song on the queue. Yeah, I know. The second I end the session, guys, you're going to start seeing some good price action, just letting you know. Some Elton John as requested. So it looks like we are trying to trade into this hourly busy here. It looks like we're trying to do it. You can see the wicks on the 1 hour. Yeah, guys, I'm definitely ending the session right now. We're definitely not trading anymore. Okay, so those shorts did step in. Looks like we're going to come down and sweep this internal low here. Trading to the 1 hour busy. All right, Tony, enjoy yourself at the bada bing. Oh wait, is that what I think it is? Wait, let me read what you just said, Jack. That's actually insane, man. That is like some crazy memorabilia to have. Signed documents from Kurt Cobain. That is wild. Okay, so we just took out that low. For those of you guys that did take the shorts there, we have some more SMT here. So this is where I would want to start seeing us reverse right back up to buy side again. We'll see if we do close below this busy. Jack, that might be worth some good money, man. That might be worth some good money. All right, so SMT at the lows, we trade down to a discount of the range. We took, trade in the hourly busy. This is now when I would want to see the long start stepping in. Few different confirmations here, but I would still need to see a little bit more. Hold on, just let me bring in my Kurt Cobain specialist. I swear Pawn Stars has a specialist for everything that anybody sells. All right, these longs are starting to step in already. This is what I wanted to see, guys. This is what I wanted to see. Can they keep going? Can we see something good here? Can we see a good setup? If we can run through this 1 minute Sibby, Gives us a lot of confirmation. Look at the 5-minute. We're still bouncing off a 5-minute busy, bouncing off a 15-minute busy. We have like 3 or 4 confirmations right now that the longs could step back in. Now we just need to see an inverse and some 1-minute bullish fair value gaps created. At least one. All right, so we have this 1-minute SIBI. Let's see if we can close above right here. I did say that. I said I'm going to end the session, and then we saw price action actually start stepping in. You were right, Savage Trader. You were right. Still waiting, though. Still waiting. Yeah, nice short, Ralph. That was a good short position. Way to hold on to that. All right, man. You get some sleep. We'll see you later. I was thinking about going to Seattle next weekend to go see University of Washington versus Michigan football. I don't know if I'm going to go, though. I don't know if I'm going to go. Because I have 3 family members that played football for them. Played football for University of Washington. Okay, so we inverse this 1 minute right here. We're still not really creating any bullish for value gaps yet. I am 23 years old, almost 24. Almost 24. For sure, yeah. I'll if I do end up going, I'm not too sure if I'm going to. If I do, I'll let you guys know. Yeah, the 5-minute, obviously price action looks weird, but we have that nice SMT divergence. We bounced off the 5-minute busy again, traded down into the discount of the range. So a lot of these confirmations that I wanted to see, now I just need to see some follow through here. See, do we have any like 2-minute levels here? Still no 2-minute fair value gaps. We closed above this 2-minute SIBI. But we're just still not seeing good price action here. I thought we might see something a little bit better. Yeah, I don't blame you, Matthew. That is true. I am 23 and 3/4 years old. That is true. All right, now we get to the death metal here. Is this even death metal or is there just their name? Yes, sir. My birthday is in December. It is in December. Favorite band of all time? Man, that is such a tough question. Red Hot Chili Peppers are amazing. I do love the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Nope, you guys haven't guessed my birthday right yet. Oh, it looks like we have a lot of December birthdays. I like this song a lot, Slime. Okay, John, that's not fair. That's not fair. I'm telling you, December birthdays are the best. You know what's nice is mine is far enough, like growing up, mine was far enough away from Christmas to where I still got multiple gifts during December, so that was cool. Yeah, where all my Sagittarius is at. '23rd is crazy. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're gonna have to have a big old celebration in December for all of our birthdays. December 24th is even crazier. Savage Trader, good question. What I'm waiting for would be for us to actually show volume and run through some bearish imbalances. We're not doing that. We ran through one, but I wanted to see us run through this 1 minute here. And we're just, or even create 1 minute bullish for value gaps. We're not even doing that. So, I mean, we have a tiny 1 minute bullish for value gap right here. This is just still not enough confirmation for me to jump into any trades. I'm a little confused by your question, Deep. What do you mean? All right, so after this Steel Pulse song, I'll probably call it, and we'll probably have to take a little bit of a break. I'm going to go eat some breakfast, and then I'll come back to the charts in a little bit and kind of see what we have going on. But right now, this is no bueno. So still no trades taken for me today. So still only 2 trades taken this week. Up pretty good, though, on the week, just from the trade yesterday. Exactly. No bueno. No bueno. All right, Jack. You have a great day, man. All right, these shorts are coming right back in again. Even if I wanted to short this right now, guys, I still don't even like. I wouldn't even like to short this market right now. Yeah, so I think I'll call it here, guys. What I'm going to do, I'm going to take a little break. I'll come back to the charts probably in about 20, 30 minutes. Kind of see what we got going on. Remember, John has his risk management session coming up at 9:30 Pacific Standard Time. Don't miss out on that session, guys. You will not want to miss out on John's session. So I'll be in there for that. I'll see you guys there. And then we'll end with the prop firm session at the end of the day. So I'll let you guys know if there's any trade setups I'm looking at before prop firm session. But as of right now, I don't like what I'm seeing. So just going to call it here without taking any trades for now. But I'll talk to you guys all very soon. Appreciate you joining up. Keep that discipline. Keep that patience right now. All right. God bless and stay safe. I will see you in a little bit. Peace out, my friends. Peace out.